Hello. Was that the longest ever for all? Oh, so many things happened right then when I was trying so hard to go live. So crazy, but I went live the first time and it wasn't going. So I had to shut it down and reset everything and then go live again. And this time the camera was frozen, so I had to figure out, I turned it off and all of a sudden it had to update. So, but I'm here after that very long 3.5 minute intro. Okay. Hi, Christina. Hi, Barbara. Let's see who is also here. Linda and Anna. Hello. Thank you for sprinkling. You guys always sprinkle. That is one of the #1 things we love for you to do here. Hello, Holly and Margaret. Oh my goodness. And Linda and Kathy and Tiffany. Woohoo. We are all here. So I have a really, really cool, fun project for you. It's a little different than anything I've ever really done for you before. It, of course, is fully customizable for you. I'm going to show you how I'm going to finish mine, but you will be able to do yours however you see fit. So, without much further ado, I am going to introduce to you our project. Now, we are going to use the drop-in box frame. You guys have seen this before. It is a really cool box frame, and it comes with three inserts that drop in, and then they can be double-sided, okay? And there's 3 of them. So you could create and complete 3 complete awesome projects with this one drop-in frame. 6 complete projects, because front and back of both sides of these. Now we are going to do 2. We're going to use a transfer, and this comes in the US flag, and it also comes in the Canadian. And what I'm going to tell you is this is not part of the bundle. You can choose which one. So you can order this on one of your orders if you haven't already, to create with it, okay? I'm going to do the one with the United States flag, and I'm going to show you how, but we're going to finish our project later. I am going to show you, we are going to take some of my favorite things, the half rounds, you guys. We're going to take these half rounds and we are going to secure them around the front of this side of the box frame. And it is going to give a whole new look to it. It is so, so, so cool. Hi, Jackie. Hello, Sherry. Happy Monday. Hi, Mary Lou. I know. Okay, so now what I have already done is I've already painted a few. I didn't want to have to paint and dry 28 because it comes with 28 of these. So this is how we're going to do it, and everything you need is going to be in your kit, okay? All you have to do is comment box to get the kit. Now, you're going to get the drop-in box frame. You're going to get 28 of these beads. You're going to get your color tray. You're going to get a little sponge on a stick. You're going to get a Ziploc bag. You're going to get white and black chalk paste. And you're going to get, I have to look where everything is. You're going to get a stir stick. Now, what you're going to do when you get your zip top bag, I already put a bunch in. I took a scoop, about that much. It's not a ton, but I put it into the zip top bag, and then I added some water. Not a lot because I don't want it dripping. And I just am gonna take some beads, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure I have the right amount because you need 28 for this. There's 8, 16, 20. All right, so, and I'm just using, I rolled it down to make it easier for me to put in the stuff, but you can roll it up, zip it, and just go to town. All you're doing is painting these little beads, and I'm just using chalk paste to do it. It's gonna be super easy. When you're done, you can take a piece of plastic, you can do it right on here too. The cleanup is super easy because it's chalk paste, so it's gonna wash right off. But I went ahead and just laid down some parchment paper for myself. And what you wanna do is make sure these are wet. Make sure they land on the flat side, because when we dry them, the flat side is getting covered up, right? It's gonna be glued down. So you wanna make sure that the round side looks good. So I'm gonna get just a little bit of that on and just make sure that anything that landed on the top part still looks good. Looks good. Touched it up with this. That's all I did, and we're gonna dry these. Guys, it's so easy. Achoo! 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 Oh my goodness. Excuse me. All right, and now we're gonna dry it. Oh my gosh. We are good, right? Everybody is still, we're still live. Everything still looks good. I'm so paranoid right now. We lost power today for a few hours, for no good reason. And Friday, my internet stopped in the middle of my live. Thank you. Okay, I can see you guys now. Hi, Joan. Oh, brother. Hold, please. I have a little mishap. My electrical source has decided to mess with me. Let's get it back in there. Okay. So we're just going to dry this. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, my goodness. Sneezy sneeze. I know. Okay. So I'm just getting these all dried. Once the top is good and dry, you can flip and dry the bottom. You technically wouldn't have to paint the bottom, but it's so fast to do it the way with the bag instead of like painting each individual one. Seriously, even if you glued them down and then painted them, it was still faster. Just get those tips so that I can flip it over. And then we're gonna do a little bit of distressing. On this. But I'm just gonna flip these over. No big deal. And we'll just kind of make sure everything is dried from there. Okay, easy peasy. There we go. So then we're gonna start assembling, and before I do any assembling, I'm actually going to kind of like mark it out. I know that I have 7 that fit across the top. Okay, and then I just want to kind of do this, and then we kind of have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we kind of have to lay it out. We're gonna go kind of as quickly as we can, and having it laid out makes it so much easier, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and put a dollop of glue where each thing is. All right, hold 1 second, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna use my Gorilla Glue. I'm not gluing these down, I'm just placing the Gorilla Glue. Then I'm gonna go back with my hot Gorilla Glue to really put it in place. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, let's get this done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a dollop there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, now, oh, that's not gonna be, we'll just keep going. I'm gonna sort, okay. And I'm kind of doing half, because I'm gonna do half with this glue and half of my Gorilla Glue. I mean, my hot glue. I just want to get them, and I don't want the hot glue to dry, like to harden. This is not gonna harden or, you know, anything. I should probably close my white. It's just gonna take a minute to get the what am I talking about? It's gonna take a minute to get the hot glue on because I forgot to turn that on. But that's okay. We have plenty of time. Let's make sure we are ready to go. All right, now we got all of our 28 dollops of dollops of Gorilla Glue. If you are new, tuning in, catching me for the first time, and you want to be a part of my free crafting group, all you have to do is comment VIP, and I will send you a welcome message with a link that you can join, get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information. All right, now we're gonna get going. Okay, so we got our first one right here. I think it needs to be a little bit hotter. Move my chalks over there. How is everybody doing, you guys? I'm super excited about this project. For real, I already know where I'm putting this in my house. I cannot wait to get it done. I have been wanting to do this for weeks, and I had to order these darn bead things, and the rest of them are coming. So if you do get the bundle, when you get the bundle, we will be packaging these in a few days because we're waiting on the rest of these to come. They are on the way already. I have the tracking and everything. So they'll probably get shipped out on Friday, but it'll go priority. So like 2 to 3 days, and you'll have it very shortly after that. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and get going on this. There's a little bit of space between each one. And then I'm going to let it heat up right there. Awesome. If you have little strings of hot glue, it's so easy to grab those off as soon as it's dry. I'm going to go ahead and turn it. We're going to do the next session. I accidentally bumped that. So there we go. It takes a much quicker amount of time to do this when you kind of have it already down and in place and ready to go. And don't worry about any imperfections. It's handmade. It is going to be distressed on purpose. And so it's gonna look that way. You're gonna love how it turns out, I promise. I'm gonna do this middle one, and then I know where to place this. And then we'll flip it one more time. There we go. Four more. Awesome. Okay. Yippee-ki-yay-yo. All right, now I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. They are full of all the things that I was just messing with. We're gonna give this a nice minute to dry and kind of set up while we work on our insert. Now, hi, Sandra. Great system for getting them on quickly. That's was my plan. Doesn't always work out that way. So here's our transfer that we are using. You can use any transfer that you want. The opening is 5x7. So that's why this is a really great choice, because there are 2 5x7s in here for $16. That means Each one is $8 instead of 11. It's a really good deal. A lot of bang for your buck. So go for those. The other thing, you could use any of our background transfer stencil designs. You could use any, when it comes down to it, you can use any transfer to create with this, anything. What I did something special. On this they come white, but on one side I painted it black with just a little bit of our chalk paste. And I'm going to wax it now. So you guys have seen me paint surfaces and things with our chalk paste a bazillion times. So this is no different. I just painted it with full-on chalk paste, no water, because this does have our patented chalk suede design surface coating on it. And so you do not want any real water, just kind of, if anything, just get your brush wet and then go ahead and do it. All right, now I'm just going to warm this up a second. And I'm gonna buff it in again. It just makes sure that it's nice and smooth when I go to put my transfer down. Okay. Oh, beautiful. All right. We do not have to wax the other side. The other side is already chalk suede. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I am gonna wipe the sides because I got a little bit of like wax off the sides, and I just don't need to have that in my way. Okay, good deal. Yay. All right, who had beautiful weather today? We did. It was sunny. It was like 65, gorgeous, awesome day. Made me super happy. I was in a good mood. All right. 1, 2. We'll do this a few times. Okay, it's all waxed. And then I'm going to kind of center it here. There is a little fuzz. All right. Now, before I get moving on this, I'm going to mix a color. You guys know me. I'm going to use red on both sides, front and back. I almost never use red. This is our candy apple, and I want to make it more of like a barn red color. So I'm going to add some of our bark. We have this beautiful bark color. Just a little bit there, and we'll see how that works. We're just kind of changing it to like a little barn red. Probably need a little more. There we go. Just, I don't want candy apple. We are doing a fun ladybug over here, and then we're doing the United States, like the patriotic stuff, and I love Americana, like a little bit darker. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this multi-tool, and I'm just going to do my ladybug. I'm just doing her all in red. If she is indeed a girl, I don't know, because ladybugs are just called ladybugs. Might not be a lady. Okay, so there we go. We have all of that. Beautiful. I hardly used any of that chalk paste. And now the rest, we are going to be chalking in our bright white. I'm not getting too colorful today, you guys. We're doing a lot with this, and so 2 colors is all I got in me for this. And I want to kind of go fast so that I don't dry. I have my fireplace on me behind me because I get cold, and it dries out the air. Okay, so this should be good. Let's go ahead and give her a lift. Beautiful. Today will be amazing. Let me take it out of the bright. There you go. Today will be amazing. Okay, let me wash this transfer real quick. Using my board eraser. Just takes a couple seconds, and then you are good to go. Okay, we'll go ahead and dry this and flip it over and work on the back side. Hi, Diane. I do too. That is exactly why I love it. When you create, let's say 3 seasonal and 3 holiday front and back things, you got 6. You can put them all in there at once and only flip over the ones you want to be visible today. And you don't have to store your extra designs anywhere else. Okay, so that feels good. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and we are going to do the back. I still have to fuzz this, but I do not have to wax. I do not. If you are looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool, I can't wait to see it put together, I am selling the bundle box right here, the kit to make the framed drop-in box, okay? Doesn't come with the transfers. I want you to be able to pick and choose what you put in there. I didn't want it to be too expensive either. So I just wanted you to be able to make the frame. And we are going to get this down. So we're going to have our navy blue, and we're going to do our stripes with our red stripes. I just for a second had a heart attack. I'm like, wait, the stripes are red, right? Not blue. I know my flag. I promise It's just sometimes my brain, especially when I'm live, questions everything. That's the problem. I question everything, especially when I'm live. And that makes for a very, like, ditzy girl. It makes me question, and then it makes me sound like I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. But that's just, you know, your brain. All right. This feels like it's kind of drying out a little bit already, so I'm just going to go ahead and peel the stripes up and then let that lay back down. I am going to go ahead and grab our cadet. Now, you guys are going to be like, Sarah, come on. I want to darken the cadet a bit as well, because I am who I am and I can't help it. I don't want super bright. I know I don't even need that much. Just put some blue. I could probably try to darken it with, no, we're gonna go with the black. I'm just gonna do a little teeny bit of black, because black goes a long way. I just want to darken it and make it more of a midnight. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so I darkened it. You're gonna see. It's gonna be great. You're going to love it. It's not gonna be super bright, which is what I didn't want. Okay. And then it will peel. Oh, perfection. Perfection. Let me get this cleans now in my water. Looks so good, you guys. Okay. I love it. Let's get it dried and we'll kind of like assemble all of this. I'm going to kind of pre-clean all of these. They're gonna need a wipey too. Just get them all wiped off. Okay. That way I can, oh, I forgot to do that one. That's okay. All right, now there you go. Just in some water or a wipe and everything comes clean. So easy. And you just reuse all your tools. Everything. So nice. You don't need any special cleaners to use the chalk paste, nothing. It's so convenient. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna assemble this, and we also are gonna distress a little bit of our design on the top. Okay, so let's get that dried before I touch it and make a mess. We definitely don't want to make a mess. Alrighty. Okay, that is nice and dry. So when we pop this in, it's gonna look like that on one side, and then you could just flip it over, or if you want to see how cool it looks when you paint it black, that's really cool too. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start distressing this. So I've got my sponge. It's basically sponge on a stick. You're gonna leave your sponge dry, okay? And you're gonna dip the edge into your black chalk paste and just kind of like wipe it off a little. And then you're just gonna like kind of make little hashes on the tops of your stuff. Now, after you do that, grab, well, hi Bruno, grab a little paper towel, and you can just kind of like wipe that off, distress it. If it's completely dry, here's what you do. You can go through, you can do a little bit of sanding. Sanding always gives a really cool distressed look. Awesome. You guys, this looks so cool. I'm so excited. Okay. So let's check it out. Here we have the Today Will Be Amazing side. This comes on both the Canadian and the US version. And the Freedom side for Freedom. I think the other one is Home. Very, very cool. You could just flip it around too and have the plain old backside without any of the little beads. But isn't it cool? I love it. I love it so much. Thank you guys for watching. We did not have a live check-in today because somebody forgot to schedule it. So we didn't have a live check-in today, so there's no prize drawing today. Bummer, huh? I know. We'll make sure we do it for Wednesday and for Friday this week instead of today. This will be available all week until it sells out, and then you'll kind of be on your own. You can find these in my Amazon store. It's the Creative Sarah at Home Amazon store, if you're looking for that. Otherwise, that's our project. I hope you love it. And we are very soon going to be working on a lot of patriotic stuff. I can't wait. I can't wait. So hope you enjoyed this project. Have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you, Sherry. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We have a great new video, and I'll see you live 2 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. Bye-bye.